Yawn. I'm going to assume most of you can hear me then. Does my Nymphasuchus skin remind anyone of anything in particular? I gotta play some plushies real quick.
Hmm.
Mm. Hello, my Kremlin crew. Is my mic that quiet? Let me just adjust it slightly. Hello? Let's go, fellas. We're not gonna be doing too much killing, we're just gonna be doing a lot of silly activities. Hello. Nobody touches the Kremlin crew and gets away with it. I gotta rest. Glad I had revive tokens. If you're a baby Nymphasuchus, I would recommend not going into battle. I would recommend staying on the sidelines temporarily. Ow. No, Nymphasuchus. Nice. This isn't even intentional. I did not intend for everyone to just start murdering. I feel like someone probably used the blood moons. What the? When did they give Fab Invis? This is how you truly lag COS. You just have a bunch of people die. Nymphasuchus is definitely charging. How did I die? Well, head turning. Can't really see it, so... Man, the frames are so much better anywhere else except Oasis. But as you approach the desert, lag begins to spike. I don't think this is a clan. This is, something else. This is just an average server. Yeah. Get him! Man, we aren't even allowed to defend ourselves. I mean, we have an advantage in the water. I think we might need to server hop. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay, we need to move. Why does every aquatic ever have grab? They don't all need grab, bro. What is this? Okay, yeah, we need the server chops. Yeah, I know, but Erasio has grab by itself because it was on land and grabbed me. Welcome to our hideout, my Kremling crew. Am I the only one who's reading the chat right now? In game? You can only use self-destruct once. Every once in a while. Does chat know, guys? There's only 15 people watching the stream. Wow. What we're gonna do is be a bit silly. We're currently just growing in the migration zone. Also, quick tip. I would recommend equipping 2 Eric's plushies. It gives a 20% growth boost. I mean, oh, why is the hybrids gacha for plushies so expensive to roll? What is this? That's a 3 times increase from the plants gacha. You'd probably be pretty lucky just to buy them from Trade Realm. I'd assume they're probably only like 500 each. Hmm. We gotta work on getting you guys satiated. Oh look, a corpse. If you're a younger Nympha, just eat the corpse over here from this Ares. At some reason went into the water and died. That Aeolus is being smart. It's just barely out of our dart range. Yeah, we can't get up there. This is a bit... we're making ourselves look stupid. I'm not sure what a dart tech is. Yeah, I know what tech means. It means technique. I just don't know what they're talking about. Oh, dart twice out of the water. It's a transference of energy. I see. I see. Man, if only Nymphasuchus had Wing Shredder. And it's definitely a tier. I'm not fighting an adult core as a gram. Alright, I'm gonna start making my way. Make your way to Flower Cove. Come on, my Kremlin crew. We're taking this fairy as hostage. Stop grabbing me. Why does every aquatic have grab? That's not even a joke anymore. Why do all of them have grab? I wasn't even killed by getting grabbed. I'm just... Does every aquatic have grab? Pretty sure like half of them are herbivores too. Or a few of them at least. I'm not only taking a shit, but why am I not able to grab him? Oh wait, did I just say a curse? Dang it. They have grab and they're tanky. This is not fair. And I know back in the day everything had grab, but it's like oh, that wasn't they didn't even dart at me. Bro. Oh my god. What? This is just... this is such a bad idea for a raid. I'm so done. I just can't. Nymphasuchus is like impossible to kill anything with. I know it's meant to be an ambusher, but like, if the ambusher has like barely any health to really survive the initial ambush, then is it really an ambusher? I mean, sure, we're going after things that are meant to be more powerful than us, but like, this is just... I can't. I just can't. I don't want to server hop for like the 3,000th time. I just can't. This game is just can't even do anything. It can't like. We can't do anything silly because we always keep getting attacked constantly, and it's just so annoying. I'm server hopping. I can't. I'm tired of getting attacked. I wanted this to be a silly, really silly raid that we didn't really have to really attack anyone unless we were getting attacked ourselves. We would basically just be like kidnapping people or something, just something really silly and harmless. But we keep getting attacked. Hey, just everyone, and it's oh my god. If my joins are off, then you're gonna just have to keep reloading the page because they're always on. No, it's like we go to Oasis and then we just get beamed and not even allowed to do our silly shtick. What was that? I could barely see it. I knew something flew past me, but I couldn't even see what it was. Based on the animations, I could tell it was probably like a Galtechron or something. What is that? What is that floating around? Yeah, that's a gold Techron. Why is it like invisible? This is why I don't like people. No, the Orochrim you can see perfectly fine. There's a Galtechron that's basically invisible that's attacking it. I'm not in a private server. I'm in a public server. You're just gonna have to keep reloading my profile page or something until it actually functions. If you're not a flying tier 3, then it's like impossible to play as any semi-aquatic or land-based tier 3 without it just getting swarmed, just annihilated. The only reason I wanted to do a Nymphasuchus raid was because I got inspired by listening to what's called Gangplank Galleon, which is King K. Rool's theme. And because King K. Rool kind of looked like Nymphasuchus, that's what I based my skin, and that's the character I based my skin off of. And it's barely even been an hour too, and we just keep. Like, I feel like Nymphasuchus should definitely have Wing Shredder just to like deal with flyers, and it definitely seemed like it would have a Wing Shredder. Does it not? No, it does not have Wing Shredder. I don't believe so. Believe. I'm pretty sure they nerfed Nymphasuchus because it was performing too well too, or something, against others of its like tier. But it's like nowadays, why even consider it just its tier? You should be like, how about they like they look at things it's meant to be hunting instead of what it's. You know, I shouldn't even be complaining about it. All the art on the stream that you see, like the Karuku, the Gartokus, and the Grandmas, are things I've drawn myself. And there's not enough people on the stream too, so I don't know. I'm just the balancing in this game is like all over the place. Certain creatures overperform more than they should, and other creatures underperform more than they should. Even in groups, certain creatures just underperform so much. Maybe we need this server hub again. Oasis again is being just murdered. I just want to find a server where people aren't killing each other. 'Cause at least those are the fun servers where you can kind of just goof off and be really silly with people. There was actually this whole glitch that I found with a couple other people that involves resource when you just spam it up together, like spam pick it up, then you kind of just fuse into each other. It's not broken in any means. We tried like having a Rayquaza carry a baby Calden, and it wasn't really super effective. See, this isn't technic. This it technically work counts as grab. It's really goofy. Man, they're doing some pretty good, great progress on the new mountains. Man, I'm just really not in the mood today to like raid. I wanted it to be silly, and both servers that we were in got completely thrashed around because we kept getting attacked by everyone and weren't allowed to really do anything super goofy. It doesn't help that Nympha's weight on certain. It's a tier 3. Like, most tier 3 weight sucks. Like, really badly. I know it's meant to be more of an agile uh, crocodilian with grab, but it's like the weight is terrible and the health is also not that good. I feel like an average health stat for uh tier 3 should be around 3,000 or 4,000. 3,000 of 750 to around 4,000. Yeah, like why give a creature weight if it's you're going to make its why give a creature grab if its weight is going to be terrible? Same goes for if you're gonna give grab to something that's like a really low tier. Like Scrimpe has grab. Its weight is amazing, but it's a tier 2. Barely anyone plays tier 2 or tier 1s, which makes it basically impossible to pick up anything else. Well, isn't Theralachus a tier 3 still? Like the very largest tier 3? Honestly, if they gave it, honestly, the only thing that Nympha really needs to make it better is Wing Shred, because at least then it can deal with flyers more effectively, and it would combo well with its grab, so it can dart out of the water, grab a smaller flyer, and then apply Wing Shred to it, and as soon as the flyer escapes, the flyer will drop down. And honestly, the only good Elder to go for on Nympha is Powerful. Because otherwise you just use because otherwise I mean Gentle's a good second option, but Devious is just not good. Yeah, like this is what a max powerful or a powerful elder non-venerated Nympha's weight stat is. It's 3,360, which is honestly not bad, and it allows it to pick up most other tier 3s, because there's a few that actually weigh more than it. And the ironic thing is, I'm pretty sure some tier 1s actually weigh around the same amount as some tier 2s. Like, I find it funny how most tier 5s have a lot of, like 2,000 weight or something, 20,000 weight, and then most tier 4s only have up to like 10,000. There are very few that are meant to be tank classes. Thank you, Nuglin. Don't ask questions. Apparently, I'm just kind of gonna let you guys grow. Honestly, this is why I like doing raids with smaller creatures. You're less likely to hit your teammates. So, for example, like if you're not, raids are much more effective with tier 1s and tier 2s. Like, you're less likely to hit your teammates. You're more likely to hit the target you actually want to, and most of their bite speeds are actually really, really fast, which means you would be able to apply a lot of uh, ailments onto them. Tier 3 is just really bad overall, and it's not like tier 3 aquatics or tier 3 flyers. It's literally just tier 3 semi-aquatics and tier 3 terrestrials. They get the stick all the time. If you're rating as those, you're just gonna have a really bad time. Because I mean, it's some of them are powerful, yes, but it's like they're not gonna be as effective because the hitboxes, because most of them have larger hitboxes and aren't aren't that fast to really escape effectively, and they still basically have like take 1,000 damage for most of the things you want to kill. That's why it's just better to raid with tier 1s and tier 2s. I'd play tier 3 more if it was better balanced, because it's really not. Tier 3 is probably the least balanced tier in the game, on average. Tier 2 is not a forgotten tier. There are a lot of people who use tier 2s. I'd say tier 3s are less used if it's, for example, like a semi-aquatic or a or a flyer. They have such low weights because they're meant to be, one, they're meant to be a glass cannon, and two, they're also flyers. Hold on, you said Lucentius. Well, I can explain Sang. Sang's meant to be a glass cannon, and which means that it's already gonna have a somewhat low weight, but it's also a flyer, which means the weight's gonna be even worse. The only reason I like certain tier 2s is because most of them are just small enough, but also just fast enough to escape. Konomushi is kind of just there. It's a flyer. It's also a glass cannon, but it has invisibility, which makes it a bit more effective. But it's like the whole thing with Nymphasuchus is that it wholly relies on its first strike ability, but it loses that as soon as you take damage. It's only reliable, it solely relies on first strike, and as soon as it loses that, its damage tanks so badly. Its damage just down the toilet, gone. The only reason this thing has near 500 damage is purely because of the first strike ability. This thing is more effective under the water than anything else. My god, I can fly. I love ragdolling. There are so many creatures that have amazing designs and amazing animations, but their stats are just doo doo. Like, Nymphasuchus is good, it's decent, but it's better as more of a soloist. But at the same time, the only reason it works effectively is because it has that 500 damage with first strike. If it, as soon as it loses that, it's just they and even it's I feel disappointed. Nymphasuchus is just decent, but its whole thing is that it relies on first strike, but its health is just so bad. Or its health is it's there. Its health is there, but because you're always yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, because it only has like 3,000 HP, it's just it's its first strike is basically just you're gonna hit once and then you're gonna lose all that damage that you have. It's just first strike is not very good with Nymphasuchus. Its health is it exists. It either they improve the health or they increase the damage and get rid of first strike. I know I'm yapping a lot, but that's because I'm complaining about just how poorly managed certain stats are. Like they only set up scenarios with like why does a warden need 65% first strike when I'm pretty sure Arter has berserk. uh I'm I'm just nuggling. Arter has first strike for a 65% first strike. Oh, it doesn't have berserk, but at the same time it has 65% first strike. When does that first strike go away? Does it go away after 50% HP? Because if it does, then that makes it a little bit more fair. But at the same time, if it's at 15, if it goes away at 50%, it's still like 25% extra damage with the Okay, well, that's good. But it's like they need to do a better job with the balance. The testers need to start doing a better job with balancing because I feel like a lot of creatures need buffs rather than nerfs, and a lot of creatures that are getting the buffs need more nerfs or need a complete rebalance of their stats. As it's like, you want Nymphasuchus to be solo, but it doesn't really. Oh, it does have Berserk. Great. Well, at least Berserk only activates after it gets super low. But at the same time, why does Ardor Warden need. Why does a Warden. Let me remind you, a Warden. Why does a Warden need Berserk? That is my question. Like, the whole point of Warden's range is that you get more damage, but your uh, da- damage output goes down. I mean, bite cooldown goes down, but because yeah, like I mean, sure, Berserk activates at 20%, but you have to think, Ardor Warden has Warden's Rage, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the highest damage dealing wardens in the game, which also means that Berserk is going to help greatly when its damage increases by like 750%. Literally, the only way to combat a warden is just don't attack it unless you're just stacking a bunch of ailments on it first. Well, this thunderstorm doesn't affect us at all. This actually boosts us. Oh, let me make it clear. I do not think Ardor Warden needs Berserk unless it's really, absolutely cannot live without it. I feel like the Berserk is a bit of an overkill if it's the highest damage dealing Warden in the game. Oh my god, I'm tumbling down the hill. I'm tumbling. Help! I'm getting tumbled. This looks so cartoony. This is such a cartoony way to go. Oh my god. What a cartoon. It's such a cartoon. Are you sure I need to leave and rejoin this stop, or just fall into the void this stop? Because, no, I'm not ragdolled anymore. I don't look very ragdolled. Ah, a flood and blood moon. What amazing timing. Honestly, I'm not really even in the mood to KOS anymore. I'm gonna be honest. KOSing has just not very fun anymore. It's boring, especially particularly in this game. I mean, it's just weird. The balancing in the game is so weird, and it's just so annoying to KOS anymore. I just want to be silly, but people don't like being silly. They like killing other people. And when people see a large group of a particular creature, they don't think, oh, they want to be silly. They think, oh, we're all gonna die. I have returned. Um, if I'm being honest, I would not recommend becoming a CC unless you absolutely positively want to become a CC. And I mean that in the most I mean that really I really do mean it. I would not recommend becoming a CC unless you absolutely positively want to become one. Because as a CC, you're being watched for what kind of content you make because the content you do make is going to be focused around children. I wouldn't really say it's because of the pressure. I mean, being a CC is definitely fun, but I wouldn't recommend it to those that want to have their own stuff. Also, if you're just going to become a CC for Aries, then don't become a CC. If you're just becoming a CC for the Aries, then don't become one. If you become a CC, then you're gonna have to give back to the community. You can use Aries to get funds for your own events, but you're gonna have to use some of those funds for those events to give out to the people. Honestly, creatures I would recommend you save up for, uh, in particular, one that you should definitely be saving up for because Aries and all those other role exclusives are always going to have more made. I would recommend just aiming for Karuku, and Aeolinus primarily. Aeolinus should be easier to get than Karuku, but so yeah, basically. Anywho, the first episode for the Sonarian Wilds documentary series is coming along nicely. We just need to finish up the first part, and then I need to add words and narration. No, some Somalian Roger. I don't really have contact with most other CCs. This is completely different from anything Somalian Roger has done. Where his documentary stuff was more silly and semi-informative, this documentary series will be more like traditional documentaries, where it's like light explanations on what's going on, a little description of what certain creatures are that I've created myself, and overall it's kind of just it's its own thing. This is the most invisible creature I've seen. Like, how is this fair? What is this? This is not fair. The only part you can see are the webbing. This is not a fair cosmetic for anyone. It's gonna feature arc music a little bit, yeah. It's also gonna feature a bit of other music as well. Particularly, whatever music fits the scene, it's gonna be featured. I already have ideas for what season 2 is gonna be, but before I start working on an episode 2, I have to first watch for how well episode 1 does. I'm thinking of maybe finishing up that stuff tomorrow then. Finishing up that recording tomorrow. I feel like if they were gonna just overall buff tier threes in any meaningful way, then more tier threes should get Wing Shredder. So Amazing Earth 2, the thing that you're experiencing is growing up, pretty much. That's about it. Once you start growing up and actually start getting into the game, after a certain point, you're gonna start realizing that the game isn't super interesting. It lacks proper gameplay elements. I mean, by gameplay, I mean it advertises itself as a survival game, but it's not really much survival. Yeah, there's not really enough depth to really warrant playing it for any longer than like an hour or two. The gameplay is basically just Adopt Me, if you can think of it that way. Adopt Me basically was once a great role playing game that then became more of a trading simulator. Doesn't help that the balancing in this game isn't the best. I've been playing ever since this game's legacy beta. I'm a veteran player. I'm old. I remember when Satri just came out in beta, and there were so many. Only few creatures I played were Lure, Magnarothus, and I believe it was one more. It was probably I know it was a tier 3 or tier 2, one of those two. I did play Nindir at one point. I touched Vinrao a little bit. This game has become from a game you could play by yourself and actually have a bit of fun, became more of a game where you would play with friends, or like it's more fun with friends is what I mean. Which is why raids are really the only things I really do nowadays, because the game overall is just really boring. Maybe the next raid I'll try to do more of a super behemoth raid where we do the whole little picking up glitch, and then we can have called in Boreal Jockey. Yeah, the thing is that if you actually try to play this game as a survival game and you kill someone and you don't want to eat from the constant food spawns that are like everywhere, and then you kill someone for food for that both not only the satiated buff but also the but also just to feed your creature. It's just, and if you do it in Oasis specifically and there's a bunch of people there, you will get spotted and you will get jumped by anyone in Oasis, because half of them are younger or like preteens that think that shouldn't be how the game works. I definitely think that Nymphasuchus needs a faster attack speed. It's like you should at least be able to defend yourself from lighter tier fours. Like Laharpi, I'm able to do so much. I'm actually way more than Harpies. I'm pretty sure, but because of its higher attack speed, it's doing like the same amount of damage I'm dealing to it. And the only reason I'm alive right now is because I had help from two other Nymphasuchus. Isn't I'm pretty sure Nymphasuchus's attack speed is like 1.2 or something. I mean, it shouldn't have like amazing bite cooldown speed, but it should at least be faster so it's able to more effectively bite quickly. I'm having trouble figuring out what episode 2 of Sonaria Wild, what creatures episode 2 should figure out. Or I'm thinking it should feature Cantipodi and a few others. Yeah, I was thinking that Meek Raid would be nice. That is definitely a Sans Undertale Felicio or something. Yeah, what I think I'm gonna do is probably end the stream here. And then tomorrow, I'm just gonna finish up the recording for the Sonarian Wilds episode 1. Then I'm probably gonna do a Meek raid next, if I'm being honest. And then I'm gonna make my skin look like Hatsune Miku. Yeah. Sure, I'll try a Fyrek by Fyrek Kai Fry isn't it Fry Kai? I'm not really in the mood for an ending screenshot tonight. Thanks for everyone that joined. Oh, it was nice to have people to talk to. Goodbye. Have a good night.